Hello and welcome to my latest review. Starting on the suburban mainline into London, as always, it was a straightforward journey to Vauxhall, where I changed onto the Underground for the journey to King's Cross, which was only 7 stops on the Victoria line. This was my first time on the tube on a weekend morning since COVID, and I would normally expect it to be rammed. I was actually surprised how quiet it was, especially at Oxford Circus. Located on the edge of central London, King's Cross Station is next door to St Pancras for the Eurostar. I love the architecture of St Pancras Station. Here's the clock tower of the former Midland Grand Hotel. King's Cross has had a lot of work done over the years and is a great station hub now for LNER, as well as suburban and national services with Hull Trains, Grand Central, Great Northern and Thameslink. A quick check of the board shows my service, although I already knew everything about it from the great real-time trains website. More on them later. Travelling first on this service, I was able to go into the LNER lounge. I of course had to pay a quick visit to the platform 9 3/4 sign just next to it. Of course, King's Cross is where the famous Hogwarts Express departed from. The lounge is entered via a lift, and after a quick check of my ticket, I was in. Due to COVID, there's currently no food or drink available in the lounge, but it's still a nice place to wait for a couple of minutes out of the hustle and bustle, although there wasn't much hustle and bustle of the station. There's some great artwork dotted around the lounge which was nice to see, although I didn't spend too much time in the lounge. Using the real-time trains website, I was able to see my train was already on platform 2, so I made my way down, admiring the architecture in the main departure hall, and of course saying hello to Sir Nigel as I walked past. Sir Nigel was the designer of some of the most famous steam locomotives, including the Flying Scotsman and the Mallard. I caught the Flying Scotsman heading through Staines Station a few years ago. Click the link in the top right hand corner to see that. For more information on Sir Nigel, I'll include a Wikipedia link in the description. I made my way through the ticket barrier and straight to platform number 2, where I was able to see my train getting ready. After only a couple of minutes wait, the service appeared on the screen and I made my way down to my carriage. Today I was travelling on an LNER Azuma 9-car service in first class. My coach, K, was the third of 3 first-class carriages on the service, but was a mix between first and standard, with a divider of course. I made my way on board and to my seat. Each seat has a coat hook and down the side a plug socket and USB connector. The only negative I can find with the seat was that I didn't have a full window view, although the view was still very adequate. I watched the Edinburgh service on the next platform depart on time, and a few moments later we also left exactly on time. Only once on board, and as we were only moments from departing, were we advised that due to a lack of catering staff, there was no onboard service or shop available on the route up to Leeds today. Thankfully I popped into Waitrose at the station and bought a croissant and a bag of apples and a drink, so I was okay. first stop was Stevenage, where I got a bit of a fright. The views you get riding the rails can be stunning sometimes. Here we are passing the Biggleswade wind farm. This 10 turbine wind farm produces enough power for 11,000 homes and would have certainly been enjoying the wind that day. Here we are passing Peterborough Station, which we'll see again on the way back. After a nice journey of just over an hour, we pulled up at Grantham Station on time. After a great time catching up with family I'd not seen for a while, it was time to head back. There was just enough time for a little bit of train spotting before my service pulled up on the platform. For the journey back, once again it was a 9-coach Azuma, and this time I was in coach L, the second of 3 first-class carriages. Departing on time, it was nice to see that this service had food. Callum appeared at my seat and asked if I wanted anything to eat and drink. He told me what was available, and I chose an egg mayo sandwich, Diet Coke, and asked him to surprise me with some snacks. He quickly came back with a grab bag, as you can see. The sandwich was very nice and the snacks were just right. I know the service is not like it used to be due to COVID, so things will be much better when hot food comes back, but this was still very good. Here we are passing Peterborough once again. Just as you go over the bridge heading back towards London, make sure you look out at the right hand side and you'll see a piece of rail history. This is RTV31. A test train from the 70s that looked to combine both rail and hovercraft technology together, but it ultimately failed due to funding and other issues. For more information on this train, click the link in the description. We pulled into King's Cross on time and I made a repeat of the journey in the morning, catching the Underground to Vauxhall and then my final train home. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment and of course like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can see when I post my next video. See you next time.